What if the most terrifying part of Fallout wasn't the wasteland at all, but what was hiding beneath it? The Norm and Steph arcs were easily the most chilling storylines inside the Vault system, because they finally exposed just how deep the Vault-Tec and Enclave's grip on humanity really goes. This wasn't about survival. It was about ownership. Norm MacLean in the Vault 31 Uprising. Norm becomes the last person you'd expect, and exactly the one you need to crack the system open. When he infiltrates Vault 31, the truth is almost laughably sinister. It's not a functioning vault at all, but a cryo warehouse for Vault-Tec executives, the infamous Bud's Buds, preserved to rule the future when the time was right. His confrontation with Bud Askins, a literal brain mounted on a Roomba, because of course it is, marks the breaking point. Norm doesn't try to reform the system, he cuts its throat. He sabotages communications between the vaults and destroys Bud's robotic body, severing centralized control in one decisive act. Then comes the smartest move of all. Norm thaws out 22 executives, pretends to be their new leader, and uses their own technical knowledge to escape Vault 31 and reach the surface. He doesn't overthrow Vault-Tec with brute force. He lets it collapse under its own arrogance. Steph Harper and the Enclave Project. If Norm represents rebellion, Steph is the cold, calculated face of control. She was never just the strange neighbor. Steph is revealed to be a Canadian immigrant, hardened by brutal pre-war conditions, and later shaped into a ruthless Vault-Tec executive. The most poisonous twist? Steph was Hank's original wife before the war. When Hank was thawed out before her, he simply replaced her with Rose. Now, centuries later, they're technically aligned again, not through love, but through shared ambition and power. When the residents of Vault 32 expose her as a 200-year-old infiltrator, Steph locks herself in the Overseer's office and reveals her true allegiance, a black Enclave pit-boy. With it, she activates Phase 2, a direct signal that the Enclave is stepping in to take hands-on control of the Vault experiment. The fate of Vaults 32 and 33, with Bud destroyed and Vault communications severed by Norm, the entire centralized Vault system collapses overnight. For the first time in generations, there is no voice on the other end giving orders. Meanwhile, Chet remains in Vault 32, caring for Steph's child, completely unaware that the child's mother is now operating as a high-level Enclave agent, and possibly one of the most dangerous people left alive. By the end, the message is crystal clear. The apocalypse didn't destroy humanity, it just gave the wrong people enough time to perfect the plan.